Where are we at right now?
Hey, we at Scotty's. We about to make the funnies.
About to do a set.
Yabba dabba doo.
The last cigarette machine in New Jersey. History.
Louis, you ready?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Louis. So, first thing I want to ask, do we have any parents in here? Anybody a parent?
I pay my child.
Nice. Yeah, I'm really happy for the people who don't have their hands up right now. Did you ever meet somebody who has a kid with them? They just expose their family for like no reason. They'll be like, hey, this is my little kid Timmy. You're like, hi Timmy. And he's like, my mom's 62, but she tells everyone that she's 48. And you're like, oh, all right, well, I learned something new now. I'm around a lot of kids because I'm a teacher. I'm not just some guy hanging out at parks or, you know, doing some weird stuff like that. So anyway, yeah, if I didn't have to be around kids, I really wouldn't because they're disgusting. I mean, like, they just always have, like, double-barrel snot coming down and, like, going right into their mouth. And they get right in your face and they gotta tell you shit. Like, my dad has a stomach virus. And you're like, oh, well, I probably have it now, too. So anyway, back to what I was saying, how they expose you. Earlier in the year, I was doing a math lesson, because like I said, I'm a teacher, I teach 3rd grade. And I have on the board, I'm like, 3 times 2 equals 6. Who could tell me what they think 2 times 3 equals? And one kid's hand shoots right up. I'm like, all right, cool, someone gets it. So I call on him, and he's like, my grandma's hiding a secret from the government. I was like, what? My grandma's hiding. I'm like, no, stop. I don't want any more paperwork to do today. Just leave it at that. Don't need to tell me anymore. So now I'm thinking, do I have to call this person's parent? Like, how do I have that conversation? Like, hello, ma'am, this is your son's 3rd grade teacher. Is your mom hiding a secret from the government by any chance? Or your husband's mom? Because I gotta report it now or else I get in trouble. So yeah, I mean, then all the other kids, they start chiming in too. They're like, my dad hasn't paid taxes since 2004, and like, all this shit comes out. And I'm like, why are your parents telling you this? You're 8. What do you want an 8-year-old to do with this information? There's only one scenario where I can see you have to tell your 8-year-old that your grandma, or that their grandma's hiding a secret from the government. And that's when it's way too late. Like, there's like police helicopters circling the house, and like the FBI's busting through your windows and flashbanging your pets and stuff like that. Like all the bad shit. And it's just you in the basement with your kid. You have your hand on his shoulder, and you're like, listen, grandma's hiding a secret from the government, and I'm involved. And I just want you to know, I might not be coming back, so have a nice life. And they just drag you out and arrest you on the front lawn. All your neighbors are watching. And then your kid goes to school the next day and tells the teacher about it. And I think that might be all I got. I'm sorry, I do want to add one more thing. Now that I did finish my first time doing some kind of stand-up comedy, it was also a lot like the first time I had sex. I was really nervous. I got really sweaty before it even started. And I changed it up a little bit. Got really nervous before I even started. I got laughed at a little bit more than I thought, and I finished way before most of the guys.
Let's go, Joey.
Alrighty. Hi everyone, my name's Joe.
Hi, Joe.
This is also my first time doing stand-up, so hopefully it goes well. Yeah, that's my friend over there.
He's hot.
Ah, God damn it. Alright, well. A little bit about myself. I'm a huge nerd. I've been playing video games for pretty much my entire life. I've been doing online video games for about 10-15 years now. Definitely picked up some insight on people. Gained a lot of experiences from talking to people without having a face to the name. When it comes to usernames specifically, one thing that I picked up, anyone with 420 or 69 in their username, they're either 17 or just like a huge disappointment to the rest of their family. On top of that, I decided to make my username around my name, J Fernandez 134. As a Portuguese person, I've probably been told to go back to Mexico about as many times as any other Mexican person. Just don't do it. Just you got a Spanish, Mexican, Latin last name. Keep it out of your username. I also just don't understand people's behavior online. I think it has something to do with the fact that you don't see a face. I'm playing Call of Duty, just your typical war game. I get a headshot. I'm like, yeah, headshot. And then some guy goes, man, shut up before I suck your and I'm just like, excuse me? And he goes, you better be quiet before I lick your booty hole. And I'm just so perplexed. This guy's on my team. Why is he mad at me? Crazy. I was like 12 at the time. But yeah, that was like 2013. A lot of time has passed since then. I went to college in the meantime. I went to a frat party one time, and they have like a general admission pong table. They fill with water because it's really gross to drink beer out of a general admission pong cup. So there's just like a bunch of floating in there, hair, gunk, sludge, all of it. This girl gets one of the cups sank, and she just like looks around and asks, am I supposed to drink this? And like without giving anyone any time to respond, she just kind of like shrugs her shoulders, and she starts drinking this party sludge. And I try screaming to her. I say probably the least effective word in a frat house, no! And she drinks the sludge. But again, that was in the 2010s. I have a full-time job now. I really wish Chris was still here. I'm an IT recruiter, so I would have loved to connect with him on LinkedIn. Honestly, I probably have reached out to him about a few jobs. One of the best parts about my job, I work for a really, really old guy, and when I mean like a really, really old guy, he should have retired. He's 80. I love him to death, though. He just kind of like walks around the office, like not really doing much, just singing like shooby dooby and doing little finger snaps, and he actually calls people knuckleheads. In my 26 years of life, I've never heard anyone be called a knucklehead as a serious insult, so that was pretty funny. But yeah, other than that, I mean, my life's pretty boring. I have one older brother. I always wanted to be like him growing up. Everyone started asking me if I was gay. I was like, I'm not gay. Why does everyone keep asking me if I'm gay? So then I just continued to do what I would normally do. Just try to be like my brother. I was kissing my friends on the lips and and I asked someone, I was like, why does everyone keep calling me gay? They're like, well, you kiss your friends on the lips. And I'm like, well, yeah, my brother does that with his friends. Then I found out like a year later, he's gay. And then a year after that, I found out you're not supposed to kiss your bros on the lips. But yeah, so that's all I got for tonight. Thanks so much, everyone.
Yeah.